Hello everyone and welcome to this PB video. But this is also the video that I'm going to be talking about the Lewis Fulham Invitational in. And honestly, I wish that I had like a longer video. Maybe I should have put like a 40-minute run of mine and talked about LFI. So basically, I signed up for LFI and I was there. I can say that I was there. And I basically woke up at like 7 a.m. for my train to for my train like at 8:40, and then I went all the way to Bournemouth. The thing is the train I was so stressful during that time because the train got canceled. One of the trains got canceled and I had to like wait for the other train to Bournemouth, and it was like so stressful because the time was kind of tight at that point. But I was there. I was just there. Basically, I had I was so worried that I wouldn't be able to wake up for it because the previous day I had like an MCCI tournament with friends, and then we were like, and I was like tweaking out because it went from like 10 p.m. over to like 1 a.m. And at that time I was like, I can't wake up for LFI. Like I have to wake up at 7. I have to like jolt myself up because I wouldn't be able to wake up myself, honestly, because I did wake up by myself and I made it. So I guess that's just it. So basically my LFI experience, it was so fun. It was so fun because the fact that I saw so many of the runners that I saw behind like Bridge Bastion clips or like actual Twitch streams like in real life, it was so surreal. So when I got there, it was like I first went to like a bar, went to like a Weatherspoons with like some friends, and it was really nice. We just went around the place, and we eventually got to the actual venue. And the first thing that we saw were just a huge merch line. And honestly, I'm so glad that the show got delayed because we were like lining up in a merch line for an actual like an hour or like 30 minutes to an hour. And it was so stressful because I was like, oh my God, it is 1 p.m. What if we have to like go in now? But we didn't have to go in now because it was delayed, which is fine, honestly. I didn't really care about the delay as long as it happens, as long as it happens like as on schedule, like on that day, not like get pushed back the next day. But it was really good, and I got like the poster bundle, and honestly, everyone was just really nice there because I made some new friends, like, and I talked with so many people, and it was honestly, I this was the first event that I actually like went out of my way to book for. Like I booked for the train ticket, I booked for the hotel, I booked for everything else, and it was the first thing that I'm willingly doing all of this stuff. Like unlike basically other trips where it's like with my parents, basically, where my parents do all of the booking and my parents do all of the stuff. This time it was the first time where I'm going alone and doing it all of this by myself. So basically it was just such a surreal experience that I was there in real life. And I don't know. I when I got there, like this it was my because it was like my big first convention. I see it as a convention, but also like as an event. But um the convention was like it was my first time seeing people behind a screen in real life. Like when we were lining up for March, there was Tubbo and Jumper and Max and John A walking up the stairs, and my eyes widened and I was like internally squealing. Like, oh my God, that's Tubbo, that's Jumper. What am I doing here? Like, what the hell am I doing here? Because those are like actually like prestigious people in the Minecraft community. Like, they are just right there in front of me. Like, I could walk up to them, but obviously I didn't because like walking up to them would be kind of weird at that point. At that point, like they're busy with their own stuff. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna walk up to them, but like it was just so surreal that they were in the same room with me, that the people behind the screen were in the same room with me. It was also like so surreal that the people who actually like ran, like face revealed, had a face as well. Like when I saw Hax and Rao and Monkey, I was like, oh my God, they are not a Minecraft skin. Like I keep associating Hax's voice to like a snowman and a blue-haired snowman, and I keep associating Rao with like this green-haired soft cat boy. Like it was actually so surreal that I got to see them in person and like squeal every time like one of them made a boat clutch and one of them like did something else. Like it was so fun to just be there and scream and do all sorts of things. Well, I'm not the type of screaming person. I'm more like a squealing person. Like I let up like a high note, but like I don't scream. But another thing that happened is that Fulham has such a loud voice. Like right before the event, there Fulham was like, "Hey everyone," and it's like, and then the entire room goes silent, and it's so he has such a loud voice. I don't understand how people can shout so punctually and loudly. But honestly, I love that voice a lot. But I guess that's why he's a commentator because he can put everything directly to you, like say everything directly to you without your mind like wandering elsewhere, you know. But that was just the start of the event. And during the event, it was so surreal just watching the players play. Like behind the screen, I just couldn't believe that even behind the screen, like their mechanics were so smooth, so good, and like so precise. And in the actual thing, especially beef salad, by the way, like I think I can pull up a video like around here that beef salad, beef salad's mechanics, like his hand goes through the entire table. It uses the whole table space. I just can't believe it in real life. Like, of course I see it in Bridge Bastion clips, but it was so surreal seeing it in real life. Just him just doing the crafting practice map during like the intermission while the commentators were yapping. Like during the crafting practice map, just like swinging his entire arm back and forth just to craft things. And I was blown out of my mind that all the runners can do this in front of me. Like it made me realize that everything in Minecraft that I've done is a skill issue. And especially this gameplay, by the way, because this gameplay, I changed you might notice that this gameplay is really different from the gameplay that I had before, and that's because I changed my sensitivity to like a low sense, kind of like I was so inspired by beef salad, you know? Like I so that or like the other runners to change my sensitivity lower because I used to play on 130% sensitivity and I was like, okay, all of the top runners are like using low sense. And it's also like aura farming. Like beef salad was actually aura farming while playing because he was doing such big arm movements. Like I just had to change my sense lower. And that was basically my theory for it. So now in this gameplay I'm playing on like low sensitivity. But okay, more LFI. Of course, Rao won, and he gave like the most touching speech ever. Like he was like, it was just like right behind Hax's, because Hax's playoff speech was so good as well. Because Hax's playoff speech made me cry especially, and for Rao also made everyone in that room like sob because he was like, oh, I lost every playoffs, and I lost at the first round of every playoffs, and every time I tell Hacks, and Hacks comforts me, and I'm like, Raul, Raul, you're so precious. I was rooting for Mongi, but after hearing Raul's speech, like he deserved the win. He deserved the win. Like the first final scene was honestly like cinema. It was so tweaker that both of them just died, and Mongi somehow caught up to Raul even after dying. And genuinely, that was just the best moment of my life. So it was just so nice. It was just so nice. I can't. And every time during the event, every time like I just couldn't fathom the fact that I was there. Like I was sitting there in the crowd and just watching the runners like do like insane mechanics and like and I just couldn't believe it. It just makes me feel like I'm bad. It just makes me feel like it's a skill issue and it's not just some person behind the screen like doing it, that there's a chance that they're like a robot. But no, they're doing it in real life and it's all real and I can't. Like, oh, it's just you have to be there to experience it all. I know that the stream quality was kind of bad, and also the John A. Jumper fight, the John A. Jumper like matchup, it was so funny. I tried to watch back the VOD, but like you couldn't hear anything in the VOD. But John A. was actually like being such a funny person, like bantering with the crowd and bantering with Tubbo and bantering with Max. Like he was just so whimsical while Jumper was like so locked in. And it was so nice to watch. And honestly, all of the matches and all of the interactions with the popular people are like, oh, it was. So worth it was so worth the money. It was so worth my time, my money, my presence, and everything because it was just the best. And also, I gave most of the run not most of the runners, but I gave some of the runners like um wait, I gave like some of the runners like this teddy bear thing. You know, like the teddy bear like you know that Jaden animation short where she gave like Jay Schlatt like she cut open Jay like the heads of like different stuffed animals and then like sewed them together on monkey heads. I did that to some of the runners, and honestly, they some of them loved it. Like I gave one to Silver, and he was like, "Oh, okay, thank you," and like he was being really nice about it. And then I gave one to Hax, and he was like, "Oh, I don't have the space for it," and then thanks. And then I gave one to Monkey, and then I gave one to Rao as well, and I was like, "Oh, thanks," and then he signed my thing. Like I have a poster of all the runners signed. I'm so happy, other than Jumper because Jumper left early, which is so unfortunate. But then I also have like Monkey. Monkey also I also gave Monkey one, which is a monkey head on a British teddy bear, and then he didn't notice that it was like two animals different sewed together. And I told him, and he was like, "Oh wow, I didn't even notice." Like it was so nice having that affirmation. And the best interaction I've had was with Andronicus and Tiger MCSR, where I gave them like a penguin and a tiger that you probably saw in the photo earlier, and it was like, and they were like, Tiger was so nice about it. He was like, "Oh wait, this looks so good," and this is going on Twitter, and I'm like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God!" Like I can't believe it. I couldn't believe everything that was happening in that moment, and I took a picture of it, and it's on Twitter. Like, oh, it's just the best thing ever. And also, I was also in Andronicus' video actually, where there's like the 32 players and each controlling one key. At first, I was only doing chunk borders, so I was basically a spectator at that point. But after that, like people started leaving, so we all had more responsibilities. So I had the sixth key, and when I had the sixth key, we were in the end. And basically, the sixth key was the bed for a while we were in the end. So I was trying my hardest while they were setting up the one cycle to not press the bed button because if I did, it would have been really funny. But at the same time, everyone was so done with this challenge. Everyone wanted to leave. Everyone had like a bus or like a flight or like they just wanted dinner. Like everyone had their own stuff to catch, and it was like, okay, I'm gonna feel really bad if I hotkey to six during like the one cycle setup and like blow everything up because that would be unideal, you know. So I didn't do it, but then we died in the end anyway. And then there was like, and then the hotbar like completely swapped, and it was a pearl in my sixth slot. So it was like I was also trying so hard not to hotkey to six while Tiger was like doing the one cycle with the right clicks. Like if we proed into the dragon, it would have been cinema and content, but like everyone was so done with it at that point. I'm not doing it. Like I was just cooperating at that point, which is really awesome. And that was basically my LFI experience. And after all of that, after all of the LFI itself, like I just went to a club, not club, I just went to a bar or a Spoons and like we chilled for quite a bit. And that was basically the whole day. So honestly, really fun, and I hope you enjoy the new PB. Please, please. So genuinely, I had so much fun in LFI. I met so many new friends, and I honestly hope that there will be a season two. I'm genuinely like so hyped for it. I had such an experience in LFI, and honestly, I will go again. I would definitely go again and again and again and again. Thank you, Fulham. Thank you to all the runners, and thank you everyone who produced this. Thank you, Sylvia Knox, like for making probably like the best moment of my year. Anyway, see you in the next video. Goodbye.